Hello anybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode we got 4 parts in the Forest of Hope, unlocking a new area, which we are going to go to today, and that is where we're going to go. And in today's episode, that's where we're gonna go, just as I just said, to the Forest Navel. That is a lot of parts. This place has one more part than the Forest of Hope did, but it's also much harder, I think. It's kind of hard to make these judgment calls, but just in general, I feel that the Forest Navel is a big step up in what we've seen so far in the game. Like, the Forest of Hope really isn't that big of a deal. The Forest Navel, though, this place, to begin with, is kind of weird. You saw kind of where we set in. I'm not sure exactly where this is, if this is supposed to be in the dark area of a forest or just a little tree swamp area. I have no idea where this is, but we're going to be seeing more of it as we explore. First things first, though, I'm going to be taking a bunch of red Pikmin. I'm going to be getting about 50 of these guys. I think we'll do just fine. And as soon as they can get out of here, I'm going to call them to my side, and I'm going to set them to work on this right here. And this Pikmin fell down. He just fell right down. That is just how every episode is going to begin, isn't it? It's just going to begin with a Pikmin face planting. So there's a lot to kind of do in the Forest Navel, and don't worry about this guy. We'll get back to him later. He can't hurt you, so to speak, but we're not going to worry about him yet. There's a lot to do in the Forest Navel, but the first thing you want to do is come over here and pop open this new onion. I don't know why I was quiet. So yeah, blue onion, we've seen red onions, we've seen yellow onions. Of course, there is now the blue onion with the blue Pikmin. I haven't shown it off yet, but red and yellow Pikmin can't swim, and you might be able to discern, therefore, what the blue Pikmin can do.
It is a Pikmin of yet another color. Near this one's cheeks is what appear to be a set of gills. This trait suggests to me that this blue type of Pikmin can enter the water without any trouble whatsoever. There's only one way to find out.
You already know, because you're already standing in water. If I had to guess, they probably wrote that portion before they actually put the onion in the water. But putting the onion in the water is the most intuitive way of showing you that this is safe. I haven't shown it off because why would I show off the other Pikmin drowning? But yeah, if other Pikmin go in the water, you can call them out with the whistle. But hey, no. Oh, I guess we're gonna find out what this thing is after all. This is a bread bug. Bread bugs will steal your crap, and the only way to get it back is to put a dominant amount of Pikmin on the object that they are trying to steal. So now that we have like 2 out of 1, we are going to be dragging it back. I think you have to have the majority that you can put on an item in order to drag it back. And by doing this, it will raise up and take a ton of damage. It might seem like you need to do that again, which we're going to do, but if you have good aim, you can also just kind of pelt it and get an item.
Thank goodness, my space float. This float is an absolute necessity for any pilot who lacks skill in swimming in space.
Swimming in space. You heard it here first, folks. So yeah, that's how we get a ship part and kind of unceremoniously murder that guy. This is actually the best time to kill him because getting these 1 pellets is like the best way to tempt him over, because if he tries to carry a bigger thing, like like a ship part that takes 20 Pikmin, you need a lot of Pikmin to outstrength him for some reason. It's weird and it's a little confusing, but that's just the way things go. If, on the other hand, he outpowers your Pikmin and drags them back to his little hole, his little hidey hole, where he stores his food, all the Pikmin that were trying to pull it away from him that get dragged in the hole automatically die. So you kind of want to be careful with this guy, but at the same time, he's also kind of an idiot, so yeah. This enemy is also one of a kind in this game. Pikmin 1 has a lot of one-off enemies, and that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat and interesting and awesome. But anyway, while these guys continue to blossom, and, well, not blossom, but grow, and I continue to pick them, as I am going to do right now, well, yeah, this is basically what a lot of today is going to be. It's going to be a lot of picking these Pikmin and just getting them taken care of, because this is mostly what we can do on this day or what we should do, it's just good to have all of your Pikmin available from the get-go, and the Forest Navel does have a considerable amount of water that you're going to be dealing with. So we have 19 Pikmin, the Space Float takes 25, and we can't get other Pikmin to help with it because they'll drown as soon as they go in the water. Now another benefit of the blue Pikmin is that if other Pikmin are drowning, you can use the blue Pikmin as lifeguards, and they'll try and throw them out of the water and up to safety. It doesn't always work. Pikmin aren't known for their intelligence, as we are aware, but other than that, you know, that's a pretty how it is. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to go down here and call these guys away, and I really should have just set some Pikmin on these bridges. Have we seen these yet? No, we haven't really done anything with these yet. These are little bridges, as you can see. The Pikmin, you put them on it, and they build the bridges down. And you want to use red Pikmin here, because red Pikmin, we haven't discovered this, are immune to fire. And that is the only way you can really deal with these guys. These are incendiary blowhogs, I think. All the enemies in this game have fairly scientific names. Also, don't forget that they can hurt you, Olimar, and if you die as Olimar, you have terrible consequences for death. So yeah, we don't want to bring the blue Pikmin over here. We kind of want to use the red Pikmin to take care of this area. And oh my god, the clock has already gone quite a ways. So yeah, we've built that bridge down, and now it is time to fight and clear this ground of fire-breathing swart pop pigs. Now, the annoying thing about these enemies is when they throw your Pikmin, they also deflower them slightly. So what you want to do is you want to wait for them to breathe their fire and then swarm them. Now, this is a really bad area to kind of get your Pikmin burned in, because if Pikmin get set on fire, they start running around flailing uncontrollably, and the only way to... Uh-oh, that's bad. I should have been more careful there. You don't want red Pikmin to go in the water, so you kind of want to call them back. Just focus on calling them out of the water. There's nothing that the fiery blowhog can do to them in regards to the fire, aside from throw them in the water some more. So yeah, this should take care of him just fine. So we're gonna set these Pikmin over here, and we're gonna set them to work on murdering this guy, because we can kind of trust that they'll take care of that. Even if they kind of get thrown about, they are pretty reliable to take care of that, even if some of them are slacking. And while they do that, I'm not gonna go over that way because that's pretty pointless. See, look at the great job they're oh my god, they're chasing this dude. Okay, so this is an iridescent flint beetle. Pikmin will see it, and they will get obsessed with it and constantly try to attack it. What you want to do is you want to throw Pikmin at its back and bounce it around a bit, and it will give pellets and other goodies for your Pikmin to gather up. Did a Pikmin try and carry away something? Maybe. Anyway, this day is just full of chaotic new things. So, as I was saying, we kind of want to take care of this one over here. So we're gonna bring our Pikmin over here and dismiss them. And even though they're getting thrown, they will continue to fly. My god, they go flying through the air so far. Now, we're gonna put our blue Pikmin on cleanup duty, or we would, but we have to fight more sheer grubs. These are a new type of sheer grubs. These are like the purple enemies that could take care... What are you doing over here? Why are these guys over here? I hate these enemies because they're like the purple ones in that if they get a hold of your Pikmin, they're probably going to murder them. Just indiscriminately and without fault. So yeah, it looks like... No, don't... Are the other Pikmin carrying the bodies away? I hope not. Because we don't want the red Pikmin getting these. Well, maybe we do, but not right now, because right now we're focused on building up our blue numbers. This day is so unorganized, I'm sorry. It's a little unfocused. So we're gonna kind of set them on this, get our Pikmin bulked up a bit. This is so chaotic. I don't really have a plan going forward. I did play the game again before I started this Let's Play to get a feel for everything, but in general from here on out, it's going to be kind of winging it as I go. So I'm gonna try my best, but I'm not gonna send the red Pikmin over to this guy because he's gonna throw them in the water probably, and then that frog also. I don't like the look of that frog. He is just a bad dude, and he will give us a bad time. What I will do, though, is I will throw my red Pikmin up here. This is an inefficient way of throwing them up there. we want to actually take this shortcut up here, even though it's kind of hard to funnel all your Pikmin up in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the red Pikmin on building this bridge while we get back down there and get our blue Pikmin to clean up a lot of these spoils that we can get them to clean up, like so. And get all of that. And yeah, even though the red pellets bonus benefit the red Pikmin more, it's not by enough to justify carrying them up all the way to the top when you don't really need to do that. Because the red Pikmin, it'll be easier ways of getting them, and we need to build up our blue Pikmin numbers, as has been said. So just don't worry about it. It's okay to have a few days where you just... It's easy to it's better to try and focus on one thing on a day at a time, whether it be building up your Pikmin, or clearing out enemies or obstacles, or focusing on parts. Generally speaking, if you focus on one thing at a time, then you can just kind of focus on sweeping up the parts, especially since enemies don't really respawn for quite a few days, so you're pretty good to go. And now we are already up to quite a few blue Pikmin. 43, not a bad start, but we can do more. First things first, we're gonna get them to carry out this life preserver. I think this is actually one of the optional parts, this life preserver, even though Olimar insists, you know, he kind of specifically denies that he can't swim. So it's kind of implied he can't swim, so maybe he should have that, but I can see why it's not necessary. But at the same time, it feels like it should be necessary. You know what I'm saying. But we're gonna set the Pikmin to carrying all these dudes back, because enemy corpses tend to be worth a lot more than not corpses. What am I even saying at this point? And if you look over here on this map, lined areas are water, so there's a big pool of water over here. Generally speaking, you can get most of the parts here without the blue Pikmin, but there's enough that, I mean, you do need the blue Pikmin to take care of some of this area. Like, a good portion of this area does require the blue Pikmin, and you do need them. The Forest of Hope, by contrast, does have some water areas. Oh my god. So this is a problem with this version, this Pikmin, is every time you're about to go over 100 Pikmin in the field, the game feels the need to tell you about it in the tutorial. And I don't know why I guess they just forgot to kind of take that little detail out. So yeah, those guys can carry that up. And where was I even going? Yeah, the Forest of Hope. You can get all of the parts there without the blue Pikmin, but the blue Pikmin make getting some of the last parts easier to do. So we're gonna set our red Pikmin on building that bridge, while, where are our dudes? There's those. The Pikmin are hard at work in every area, and it's nice to kind of have a lot of things going at once. And I'm actually, even though the start of this day was a little disorganized, I'm happy with how things are going. Even though it's actually nearly the end of the day. The days in Pikmin go surprisingly fast when you're just kind of, when you're working, I guess. I mean, before you know it, it's nearly the end, and, well, just look right up there, it's nearly the end of the day. So, yeah. As you can see, though, we're probably going to have to deal with a lot of these brick walls, or a lot of these rock walls, sooner or later, preferably sooner, because those are going to be a pain in just navigating and make our life harder for our Pikmin in trying to travel around at the speed of sound. And we got a new ship part. And the Pikmin dance with happiness. Space float. An excellent swimmer like me has no need for something like this, but my motto is always be prepared. Really, it's just for emergencies. And that is 7 of 30 parts. We still have a considerable way to go, and only 5 parts will increase the ship's capabilities and allow us to access a new area. So I think we've cleaned up most of what we can clean up. We can, however, go over here. Where is here exactly? Where am I going? I am a little disoriented right now. Yeah, we want to go, and we kind of want to... They're trying to carry that. And the red Pikmin, that is. So we are going to help them get that down, even though it doesn't look like there's going to be enough time on our clock for us to kind of take care of that. And also, a couple of the blue Pikmin are dumb and get lost easily. Come on. Come on. There you go. So, yeah. it's almost sundown already. So we're gonna just put a whole bunch of Pikmin over there. We're gonna take these guys back, and we are going to put these all back into the onion because we just want to be safe. I just feel better. It feels good to put the Pikmin back in the onion. I don't know about you, but sometimes in video games, I like feeling safe. Like, I'm excited to feel safe. That might sound really dumb, but it just feels that way.
I found the automatic gear. This thing chugs right along at its own pace. Makes piloting much easier, giving me time to concentrate on the finer points of space travel.
So we're going to put them on this to carry it, but it's very likely that they aren't going to make it anywhere near the top by the end of the day. But we are going to see how far we can get it up, because item placement does not reset at the end of days. So you can kind of be fairly comfortable with that knowledge and feel safe with that. No, they're not going to make it. I kind of wanted to take care of that last fiery, incendiary, whatever blowhog, but that's not happening either. So it's just kind of the way things go. And I'm just going to check the map to make sure there aren't any stray Pikmin out in the world that will kind of get themselves killed. So we're pretty safe. I will, however, take this opportunity. Once this hits 1 is when I will call them back. Now that they're back in our ranks, we are good to go. Yeah, once it hits 0, it's basically done. Do not wait until after 0. I think that's all of my Pikmin. I hope it was. But yes, today was mostly a setup day. We got the blue Pikmin, we got one ship part though, and that was pretty decent. We killed that unique enemy. We killed a lot of fiery blowhogs, so that'll make tomorrow easier when we take care of that, and we are taking off. With the blue onion in the background taking off as well after the other ones. Sorry, Frog. No Pikmin for you.
4 days since impact. Deep in the cave I discovered in the forest.
Okay, so it's a cave.
I encountered blue Pikmin. These blue fellows have something resembling gills on their cheeks, and they appear to be amphibious, surviving both in water and on land. The wonders of the nature never cease to stun me, even in this alien land.
So that was a short journal entry, and as you can see, we already have more blue Pikmin than yellow Pikmin, 82 to their 79. You're going to be building up mostly red and blue Pikmin. Yellow Pikmin, you won't even need more than that many that I have right there. They're so circumstantial, whereas water areas, you can't use any Pikmin other than blue Pikmin, so it pays to have a lot of them. Why did I lose one Pikmin in Oh yeah, when we fought the sheer grubs. Oh well. 23 parts, 26 days, and I have a good feeling about tomorrow with the setup that we did today. So, you know, that you've seen what we did today, and that was today's episode, and if you want to see more of Pikmin and more of the Forest Navel, then I just hope to see somebody in the next one. Bye-bye!